Okay, so I've transferred Fathom into the workshop. I've put the back box onto a couple of saw stands you can see here, and the neighbours are throwing out a trolley which I've managed to recover on wheels, which means I can put the cabinet onto that. Now it's interesting, as you get closer you see it from a different angle. You can see the cabinet here. You can see some of the markings on the paintwork from where the bolts have gone in for the legs. You can see this rather dodgy hand paint job that's been done. And then if we come down to the side, you can see there's the damage on the side of the cabinet here. The metal mesh, it's a bit bent, that'll need bending back. Structurally, the support's actually not too bad. And if I come back into the back box, what I found as I got a bit closer to it is that the actual locking bolt for the back glass locking plate has been drilled through, so it's been rather butchered. So that'll need replacing. I've started removing the staples. The next staples I need just to finish off is to remove the earth braiding, and I found this tool from Bunnings warehouse particularly useful to get underneath the staple to pull them out. There's a few gouge marks, as you can see here, that I'll need to fill when I start sanding it down. And then the actual particle board at the back of the back box I'm going to have to remove, which means I'm going to have to basically get remove these little pieces of wood here, these supports, and then push out the particle board and replace it with a piece of ply. So the next step is to remove the staples, remove those little pieces of wood, and push out the back box. So we brought the back box outside to remove the particle board at the back. There were a number of wedges that were glued to the inside. I had to use a chisel here to basically chisel them off. You can see that it's brought off the top layer of the plywood, which is fine, I can fill that. There were also staples that were quite long. I had to do a combination of just hammering them out from the other side and getting them with the pliers to pull them out. They were a little bit tricky, but you can now see basically the structure of the back box. What I also noticed as I took out the MDF was that part of the plywood here has come away. So rather than use the wedge to refit it, I'm just going to peel off, as I've done here and here, the inner part of the plywood, sand it back, remove any of the glue residue here using a chisel, and then I can basically cut to size the plywood and also cut out the vents as well, and that's the next step. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just taking a block of wood and a piece of 60 grit just to get into the edges here, and I'm doing the rest of the cabinet with a Makita sander with a dust bag just to get off the layers of paint that are on there. I'm not going to take it all the way back to the timber, but take it back at least to a smooth finish, and you can actually see there, if you go in close, you can see the original serial number of the table. All right.